16 years ago, the state of Idaho opened up its educational pool to charter schools. In the years since, though, misconceptions about what exactly a charter school is have grown. And now with Common Core in the mix, things are even more confusing. So Rachel Garceau set out to dispel some of the myths in tonight's Making the Grade.
While charters have been a part of Idaho's educational fabric for nearly 2 decades now, it is tough to find people who know exactly what a charter school is. In fact, my own kids are charter students, and even I didn't know the answers to some of my questions. So I set out to dig up some answers and see whether my charter school IQ would make the grade. When you ask people their thoughts on charter school, and tell me what a charter school is in your own words, you can get a very complex set of answers.
I think a charter school is kind of like a private school where parents can enroll their children outside the realm of the public school system.
It's something that has been organized by a board or a group of people, and it's not a public school. It's paid for by private funds.
A private school that has their own beliefs and direction for the kids.
More often than not, you might just hear this.
I have no idea what a charter school is.
And it can be confusing, so let's clear up some of those misconceptions. First and foremost, charter schools are public. They are open to all children within a certain boundary of the school. They do not charge tuition, and their state-mandated expectations for education are the same as traditional schools.
Charter schools must follow the same standards as public schools, and they're tested against those same standards as far as their success and their education levels.
So when it comes to Common Core, just like their traditional counterparts, charter schools are checking their curriculum to make sure it's up to par. And Gail O'Donoghue with Nampa's Liberty Charter says sometimes that also means tweaking things if need be.
In terms of Common Core, public charter schools, again, are looking at it as any public school. They're taking their curriculum and all the ways in which that they are educating students and seeing how that fits with Common Core.
Most of the differences between charter and traditional show up when you look at how they're started, how they're funded, and how they fill their classrooms. Charters are kind of grassroots. Just like a tree, for instance, starts with a seed, charters are started with one idea from a group of parents or educators who turn that idea into a petition or a charter and present it to the state for approval. While the curriculum itself must meet state expectations, charters do have the flexibility of choosing their own methods of teaching.
A charter school gets to determine its own way of doing business, so to speak. So it has its charter set up, and then within that charter is written how we're going to educate kids, how we're going to manage our school, manage our finances.
They can also choose specific emphases like medicine or the arts. And when it comes to the money side of things, there is one glaring difference between charter and traditional.
Now, what public charter schools do not receive is any local property tax dollars.
No property taxes go toward funding these public schools. They rely solely on state funding and a little bit of federal at times to create their yearly budget.
They use that same funding to pay for their facilities and their teachers and all their operations, so they try to be much more efficient.
They also tend to be much smaller than traditional schools, so rules for admission have been put into place by the state. Any parent can apply for their child to attend a charter school within their area, and a lottery is held each spring to fill any spots not taken by siblings of current students who do have priority. There are no entrance exams and no tuition. Ultimately, it seems charter is just one more choice in the ever-evolving world of education.
Some people think it raises the level for everybody.
By having those choices, I think we give every child the best opportunity to succeed.
Nationwide, there are over 5,000 charter schools in operation right now, which is about 5% of all public schools. 44 of those are right here in Idaho. If you're looking for more information on charter, check out the link to this story on our website, IdahoOnYourSide.com. For Idaho On Your Side, I'm Rachel Garceau.